8:25 a.m. on this Sunday morning. Still looks like we have us a little bit of haziness out here. We are getting quite the break today. Only like to be about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Very pleasant out here this morning. Nice cool breeze. But of course, we just can't get away from our typical daily operations. So we have our little evidence right here. A little bit more back here. Not sure if we are getting anything with this at all. That's quite strange. Not much to be seen back here in our western horizon. That's all she wrote for this morning. Skyway's out. 12:45 p.m. Yeah, we've got aircraft flying back and forth, back and forth. We've got silvery skies in between these formations. And even though this greater light is not readily present right now, it is a very bright out here because of the reflective glare of, well, maybe you can see for yourselves. And not too long ago, we also had a helicopter that flew over like a bat out of hell. I mean, it flew over very quick. Yeah. So we've had a lot of air activity out here. And it looks like we're like blurred right out, possibly. Anyways, that's it in a nutshell. Skyway's out. 1:10 in the p.m. I just walked out here to mega statement, and we've got an aircraft flying over. Oh, you can hear them no problem. But to see anything in these skies today, because there's so much glare in the air, uh, and we've got a lot of reflective quality to our sky today. This is just ridiculous. I mean, it is, even though this is covered up, my eyes are tearing up because it is, because of the reflectiveness of the skies. And it's not bright out here. It's just, it hurts the eyes. Anyways, the reason why I even came out here to begin with, because I got to make a statement about cyclosporiasis, this parasite. Quite a few days ago, as I was replying to comments made, how in this outbreak started to surge a little bit more. Once again, I found myself replying to a comment to where I said basically, and half jokingly, stated, yep, agricultural, this before, the culprit was lettuce, if you will, when they were just saying agricultural products to wash them, cook them, blah, 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 in order to kill this parasite. And so, half jokingly, I replied to a comment saying, yep, so I better recall all the lettuce. And, well, that is exactly the case at hand. Is a lot of lettuce type products are being recalled, basically through one company now. Forgive me, I cannot remember the name of the company. It doesn't really matter, because there are a lot of other reports out there that's saying it's not the lettuce, it's not the agricultural products, no, it's the water that's been used to wash these agricultural products that is spreading this parasite. Well, that was one of my first guesstimates as to the situation at large. Well, now they're saying that it goes beyond just the water, because it's actually the data centers that is causing this parasitic outbreak, because their usages of water and then their releasals of the water back into the system. Once again, technology is killing people, if that is the case. Not really killing them, I guess. Explosive diarrhea. Well, that comes about in many forms, through many illnesses, diseases, and so on and so forth. Explosive diarrhea is not a real big issue. Most everybody's experienced it at some point in their life. But boy, they really are making it quite the stink. And we have a small engine aircraft that is now flying around out here someplace. And again, to be able to see anything amongst all the glare in the air. But once again, this has been a very heavy air activity day. We can actually catch this goober, I will be surprised. I can hear him. Yeah, there's just no seeing him. No seeing him of the small engine kind. Yeah. And you would think that, oh, hey, these guys aren't too bad. A lot of visibility. Not if you were out here. Far from it. And well, it seems like a lot of people are starting to bail on this platform. I can understand why. This AI crap is getting very, very ridiculous. This platform isn't worth two shakes of anything anymore. I mean, I'm so burned out that I'm not even watching content anymore. And what I do is very little. Very, very little. I've got a watch later playlist that is very lengthy. And I got plans on going through and delete. All these pathetic ads that are ultimately worthless. There's one ad that might be beneficial for me, but otherwise, all these sponsored ads are a waste of time. You know, you want to talk about AI slop? Yeah, well, that's AI slop right there. Because it's AI, through this platform that's pushing these ads. Anything that AI has done on this platform is slop. I cannot stand today's technologies, and that includes what we have in the skies, regardless of what forms that they might come in, which of course affects our water, our air, and our land. And what happens in the sky has its effects on the ground. Today, all advanced technologies are seemingly becoming connected into one basic component of land, air, and sea. And who knows, maybe even just that much more. So people are bowing out from providing content. I can understand why. Many channels such as my own do not get proper views unless once a month or once every 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, an AI has to push at least one video to get a lot of views, and then the rest of the time you get nothing. That is at least how it is on this channel. I appreciate those that have come, that are new subscribers, or just plain out new viewers. But then again, subscription analytics is a lie, because a great majority of these subscribers on this channel don't come to the table. They gave up a long time ago, but they're still subscribed for whatever reasons. When it gets to a point to where I cannot watch content through channels I'm subscribed to, I have to give up on those channels and unsubscribe. And then we got channels that just cannot stay away, and this is a great platform to voice your frustrations, if you will. Yeah, sometimes you get censored over it, but And of course, you know, you gotta be nice on the platform. You gotta be nice. You know, every time that you go to the comment section, oh, you gotta be nice. Yeah, whatever. Well, if you're not nice, then you're demonized by the platform, just like this channel has been, to where it's called unfriendly. Yeah, that's why my description to the channel, first thing that it does is describes the factor that this platform has demonized and deemed this channel as being unfriendly. Yeah, well, AI is like the most unfriendliest thing that I have ever encountered within my life. And this is coming from a guy that's had firearms pointed point blank in his face. A guy that has stared down a rabid dog that was actually wanting to tear his head off. A guy that's been chased down the sidewalk by vehicles wanting to run his ass over. Oh yeah, I've had some fun times in my past, believe you me, buddy. Anyways, I'm just out here rambling over my disgust of these days, the narratives and rhetorics over such pathetic things as explosive diarrhea. Because once again, we just fall into that pattern of, oh, better recall the lettuce, bagged lettuce, bagged, bagged salads every year, at least once a year. It gets old. Just like, well, we got the bird flu. We now have to cull, C-U-L-L, not kill, because that's, improper use of a word. Now we got to cull thousands of chickens. Yeah. Just because we suspect the avian bird flu. And people are really curious about, where's all these fast food burgers coming from? Where's all the cows at? Oh, where's all the chickens at? Yeah. Better think twice about any and all narratives that come your way these days. Alright, this Skywise out.